student. This is Preeti More and I welcome you all today's YouTube video. Now in the last video only we have started chapter 3, the seeds of revolution, and what we have seen in that chapter, we have seen the Neolithic age, how the ancient people developed themselves and how they invented new things in the Neolithic age. They started settling at the one place, they started living in the group, they started domestication of the animals, they cultivated the animal, and new skill they developed from themselves. Even we have seen humans saw the seed of farming, how he learned to do the farming, he invented wheel, he started making the pottery. This all we have seen, the Neolithic tools, houses, about their social life. Now in the last video we have seen the case study, the sentinels. The case study, there was one tribe, the sentinels, about this also we have covered, and the case study of Mehergar, this also we have seen in the last video. Now today we are going to see the case study of Burzahom, case study of Burzahom, and the case study of Dowjali Hadding. These two study we are going to see today. So here we will see the case study of Burzahom. Burzahom, this is the place where the archaeologists have found some evidence of that some people was living here in the Neolithic age. So this Burzahom, this place is located in Kashmir. It was located in Kashmir. Burzahom was the first Neolithic site to be discovered in the area. That means Burzahom, this is the site where the Neolithic people used to live there, and they developed themselves there, they improved themselves there, and this Burzahom, this site was found at Kashmir. So historians have dated this Neolithic settlement to about 3000 BCE. That means before the birth of Ashukree, this site was dated. This site is surrounded by the forest and different sources of water. That means near this site is located at the water and the forest. That means where this site, this Kashmir site, this Burzahom, this site was at the Kashmir area, and this site was located at the water side and the forest side, which explain why it was chosen as a settlement area at the Burzahom. Why this Burzahom site people chose at the Neolithic age, where this Burzahom site was located in the Kashmir, but at the water area and at the forest area. But why they chose this site? The early inhabitants of Burzahom used a lot of polished stone tools, bone and antler tools also. In that site at the Burzahom site, the archaeologists have found some tools like the polished stone tool, bone tool and antlers tool. Polished stone tool, bones tool and the antlers tool, the archaeologists have found at the Burzahom site. The bone tools included harpoons for the fishing, needle for sieving, and arrowheads and spearhead and daggers of hunting. That means the bones tool, there was the why they used the bones tool there, for their uses. For which uses they use the bones tool? The uses for fishing, needle or sieving, and arrowhead and spearhead and dagger for hunting. For this reason they used that bone tool at the Burzahom site. And handmade pots of grey, brown and red have also been unearthed from the excavation site. Now archaeologists archaeologists have found the stone tool, polished stone tool, bones tool also from there, but they also found in their excavation what they found, the pot of grey, brown and red color. That means in that ancient in that Neolithic age, people used to make a pot. They invented how to make a pot, and they made a different designer pots and decorative pots with brown, red and grey color. An unusual feature of Burja home is the prevalence of many pit-like shelter dug beneath the surface of the earth and plastered with mud. Now, in that Burja home site, the people used to live in like this house. You can see in this picture, the people used to live in like these houses. So, these houses were dug in the earth, under the earth, and the mud of plaster was there. The plastered, it was plastered with mud. वो मड से उसको प्लास्टर करते थे और ज़मीन के नीचे ऐसे होल करके वो अपना हाउस बनाते थे. एट द बुर्जा होम साइड द पीपल यूज टू लिव इन द पिट शेल्टर एंड दिस हाउसेस व्हाट्स कॉल्ड पिट शेल्टर. इनको क्या बोलते थे? पिट शेल्टर. और ये पिट शेल्टर ज़मीन के नीचे होल करके बनाते थे और उसको मड से प्लास्टर्ड करते थे. Surface of the earth and plastered with mud. These pit shelter were round like mounds or rectangular in shape, and it was, this pit shelter was in the, sometimes it was in the rectangular shape or sometimes it was in the round shape, and it was plastered with mud under the earth. Holes have been found around the pit. Historians assume that this shelter protected people from the bitter winter. That means why they made this kind of pit shelter? To protect themselves from the wild animal and protect themselves from the changing climate. That means the bitter winter. That time where the temperature was very cold. So, to protect themselves from the bitter winter and to protect themselves from the wild animal, they made the pit shelter like these houses they made, and these houses is called pit shelter. And at the Burja home site, the historian, the archaeologists have found some potteries of grey, grey, brown and red color pots, and some stone stool, bone stool also they have found over there, and this pit shelter also they have found, which was plastered with mud, and it was in, sometimes it was in rectangular shape and sometimes it was in the round shape. There was a gradual shift to mud houses that were constructed above the surface of the ground. Then they started making the house on the ground only. First they used to live underground. They make the hole and they make the houses under the ground like pit shelter. Then they moved on the ground also. They started making the house on the ground also. A new type of pottery which was shiny, polished and emerged. That time we have seen, the archaeologists have found some evidence like pots, grey, white, grey, brown and red color pot. So there also they found shiny polished pots also, very decorative, shiny and colored polished pots also the archaeologists found at the Burja home site. The practice of burying the dead also become common as people were burying under their houses or in graves. Now in that time, in the Neolithic age, we have seen there was some custom and rituals were emerged. So if some people has died or some person is died there, so they started burying that dead body under the earth. So this ritual was going from that time till this in the modern age also. If some person is died, so that time we buried them under the earth, and this ritual is coming from that Neolithic age. The people seem to have smeared red course the bodies before burying them. Now what? The red color cloth, they put the red color cloth before burying the dead body. So what they started burying the dead body under the soil, under the earth, and they put before burying the dead body, they spread the red cloth on the dead body. Most of the burial did not have any item placed along with body. Sometimes they placed some bodies around the dead bodies, and sometimes they avoid to put some clothes or anything under the with the dead body. In addition to burying people, the practice of burying animal also seemed to have been prevalent. The bones of cattle, goats, buffalo and sheep have been discovered by the archaeologists. Now what also archaeologists also found there, the bone of cattle, goats and buffalo and sheep. That means here the archaeologists found first peat shelter, they have found there some grey, brown and red color pots, different polished and designer pots also they have found over there, and even they have also have searched there that in the Neolithic age people started burying the dead bodies under the soil, and sometimes they put something with the dead bodies or sometimes not. But even the archaeologists also found the bones of cattle, goats, buffaloes and sheep have been discovered by the archaeologists. If this kind of domestic animals bones have been found at that Burzahun site, so that time the Neolithic people started the farming. This was they domesticated the animal over there. That's why the bones of cattle, goats and buffaloes and sheep have been discovered by the archaeologists. Now the next one is Neolithic site northeast. The Neolithic tools have been found in Sarutaru, Daujali Heading and the adjoining hill of Assam and Garo hills in Meghalaya. Now there was also two sites, one is Daujali Heading and found in Sarutaru Daujala Heading. This site was also found at Assam and the Garo hills in Meghalaya. The tools found in the north is pre-polished stone axes with rectangular butts and occasionally shoulder holes. That means which types of tools archaeologists have found over there at the Daujali Heading. The tools found in northeast are polished stone eggs. That means that time also the people used to polish So in the Neolithic tools have been found in the Sarutara Daujali Heading and the adjoining hill of Assam. So there was also one site was found at the northeast side, and that site was Daujali Heading, which was located in Assam, and the Garo hills in Meghalaya. The tools found in the northeast are polished tool, and what they found there, very polished stone eggs which was in the rectangular shape, and the people used to use that for farming. So here we have completed the case study of Burzahom and the Neolithic site northeast. Now let's see the case study of Daujali Heading. What is there, what was found in that case study, we'll see now. So the Daujala Heading is the Neolithic site located in the hills near the Brahmaputra Valley in Assam. We have seen this northeast side. The Daujala Heading is located in Assam. It is located in Assam, but near the Brahmaputra Valley. This site was located at the Brahmaputra Valley in Assam. Neolithic tools such as scaled have been discovered here. Which kind of tools the archaeologists have found over here? The kilt. Stone tools such as mortars and pestles have also been found here. So you just underline the stone tools like mortars and the pestle have been found here. This probably suggests that they were growing grains and they crushed grains with these tools to make their food. Now what was the use of this stone tool? They were crushing the grains with that stone tools to make their food. And the stone zadit has also been excavated from this site. It might have been brought from China as the site is located closer to the routes leading to China and Myanmar. So one stone was also located there which was brought, maybe it was brought from the China, because this site is nearby located at the to the China and Myanmar. This site was near at the China and Myanmar, so that's why the jaded, this type of stone was also found there, which was maybe brought from the China and Myanmar. So in this site, the Daujali, this site is located in Assam at near the hill and at the valley of Brahmaputra, and there also the historian found the stone tools like mortar, pestle, these types of stones tool, which was the people were using this stones tool to crush the grains for making their own food. So excavation have revealed the handmade pottery which is grey or brown in color. Land was cleared for farming by burning forests. Even the stone tools, the archaeologists have found the stone tool over there, but even they also have found the pottery like grey and brown color, and some land was cleared there for the farming by burning forest, and they have cut many trees for the farming over there. So let's write the main points of this Daujali heading. What is the main point of that? First we have to see where this Daujali heading site was located. So right now only we have seen this was located at near the Brahmaputra valley in Assam. It is located near the Brahmaputra valley in Assam. And the second main point is scales, stone tool, tools such as sail, mortar and the pestle have been found over there. Now the next point, JDA has also been excavated from the site and it may have been brought from China. brought from China or Myanmar. So this Daujali heading, this site is located near the Brahmaputra valley in Assam, and there was the archaeologists have found the tools such salt, mortar and pestle have been also found there, and the jadeite has also been executed from the site. It may have been brought from the China or Myanmar because this site was nearby located at the Brahmaputra valley, and it is nearby located at the boundary of China and Myanmar. So you just note down these main points in your notebook. Now the next one is the Chalcolithic age. The next one is Chalcolithic age. Chalcolithic means copper, and this age was also called the Copper age. So what is there in the Chalcolithic age? At the end of Neolithic period, people began to use metal. We have seen in the previous, at the beginning of the Neolithic age, people used the stone tools, bones tool for their own use. Even they use the potteries and designer potteries, decorative pottery for their uses. They started there the farming and settling at the one place. But when it is the ending of Neolithic age, the people started using the metals. They started using the metals, and they made many of the tools from the metals. Copper was the first metal to be used by them. So Chalcolithic age is called Copper age also, because in that age first which metal they use first the copper metal. Now the people began to use both copper and stones tool. In the initial days, first they use stone tool, but at the end of the Neolithic age they started using the metals also, and copper was the first metal. So at the end they started using both tools, copper tools also and stones tools also. This period is called the Chalcolithic age or the Copper Stone age. It extended from roughly 4000 BCE and 2000 BCE and was a period of transition from the Stone age to the Metal age. This age was totally the transition from the stone tool to the Metal age, because at the end the Neolithic people started using the metal, and they started avoiding using of the stone, because now here they invented making the tools from metals. In course of time, human learned the art of making bronze. So here in the end of Neolithic age, they invented the metal. The first was the copper. So that's why this age was also called the Copper age, and they started avoiding the stone tool, because here they got the skill to make a bronze and alloy of copper by mixing copper and tin. So many tools they made by the metals here. Chalcolithic settlement have been found in most part of India. That means in India most of the part is found by the historian, by the archaeologist. Improved tools led to the development of agriculture skill, which led to the production of more food than was required. Now here for farming in the initial days, the people used the stone tools for the farming, but now they use the metal tools for doing the farming, and they developed that speed, and they developed the agriculture skill also by using the metal tool. The Chalcolithic people also domesticated animal. There also in the Chalcolithic age also, this age is the ending of Neolithic age. So there also the people used to domestication the animals such as cow, buffalo, goats, sheep and even the camel also. This kind of animal in the Chalcolithic age people cultivated. People use the wheel turn pottery and decorative them with the beautiful design. In the here also they use for store the water, for store the grains, they use the pot. But here they use in the end of the Neolithic age, they started using the decorative and designer pot for storing the food grains and water also. Spinning wheel and weaving were also done in some Chalcolithic communities. Now here they use the wheels also, spinning wheels and weaving wheels also. The Indus Valley civilization about which we read in the next chapter belong to the Chalcolithic age. Now here the Chalcolithic age, here in the Chalcolithic, why this age is called Chalcolithic? Because here the people has invented the metal like copper, that's why this age was called copper age also. And here now after invented the copper, he started making the different types of tools, and they use that all tools for developing their agriculture skill. So let's write the main points of the Chalcolithic age. (4000 BCE to 2000 BCE. The second, use of metal along with stone tool. And implement. Cultivated more cereals and art of spinning and weaving flourished. So these are the main points of Chalcolithic age, and the Dao-Jali heading we have here completed the chapter 3, the seeds of revolution. Now the main points also we have already written. Now we'll meet soon in our next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and thank you.